An important thing to do frequently when you're setting up RadioWorks or working in RadioWorks day after day, year after year, is to do a backup. Now, you go up to the File menu on the startup screen, click File, then go to Maintenance, and then there's your backup choice. Now when it comes up, it's going to put the archive file name, that is the suggested or default name of your backup file, and that also is the location. So you know if you look on your C drive in RW Videos, it's going to be named rwbackup.zip. Now each time you make a backup, it will overwrite the previous one, which may not be a good idea, since you may find that the most recent backup has a problem that you're trying to resolve by restoring your data. So you might go back to previous backups. So what I'm going to do here is put a date in, 10, and I'll use today, 27/09. And since I've already made one today, which has the letter A, I'm going to add the letter B. Now, the input directory you see here, that is where the data is located. Unless you change the name of the data folder, it will be DBFS, Database Files. So when I click OK, what it's going to do is it's going to take all of the data in the DBFS folder, compress it, and create a zip file with this name here, RWBackup 102709B. It's important there be no spaces anywhere in that path name or in this path name in order for the backup to work. Now you'll see what happens. It won't take very long, but when I click OK, it opens up a DOS screen, and you see all these files zipping by. Now, year after year, your files in RadioWorks will get larger, and it won't go nearly that fast. So I can continue on working and then take a pause and do some more backing up and go all the way through the day. And we do this a lot, especially when you are in the early stages of setting things up, because if you decide I just don't like everything I did and I want to go back to a particular point, then you can do that. The zip file will have not only the date, but it'll have the time that you created it by looking at the properties. Now, what if I wanted to restore data? All right, we'll go back here and we'll go to Maintenance and down here to Restore. And this looks like the very same screen, except it doesn't know what you want to restore. It just suggests the rwbackup.zip file. But you can click the Get File button, and there you will see the one we just did. Now, it makes no sense to restore this if we just created this backup file, but that's what we'll do anyway, because we don't want to go back to an earlier one, then we would lose some work. But sometimes that's what you have to do because you've got some data corruption, or you've made some mistakes. You may have deleted things that you didn't want to delete or whatever. All right, so we're going to select that. So now it's telling us it's going to take the data from this zip file and it's going to put it back into the DBFS folder and overwrite everything there. These are automatically checked, so you don't need to worry about them. Just click OK. And now you'll see it just zipping right through, and those files have now been replaced, even though they were exactly the same. Now, one thing that's different, when you run a restore, for security purposes, it logs off the user. And you'll notice up here it says click here to log on or exit system. So I click here, it says log on, and I just have enter for my login. And so I am back in the program.